Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, episode 12, where it's currently lunchtime, which also means that Aoi might be heading to the garage with Kotori. But anyways, looking back at episode 11, we kind of see that some of the elements of the main story is coming together. So when Kotori was looking for the withdrawal letter that Aoi took from her in episode 7, she saw a bicycle plus injuries on Aoi's leg, and I'm pretty sure this is a precursor for a major plot event. And also, we see that Aoi is still having trouble getting along with the other dormmates at the Flying Fish Manor, and is even being made fun of by Masasugu, who is happy to have a girlfriend named Eri-chan, and is showing her off to Aoi. I really think that Aoi should consult with Ageha about how to improve his cooking, given that Ageha could spot some problems with Aoi's cooking in episodes 7 and 8. But anyways, let's see how lunch goes for Aoi. So today, I did not eat anything from a lunchbox early. As I basked in the tiny sense of achievement and got my lunchbox out, Kotori had already disappeared from the classroom. Okay, so what is Kotori doing? So as she looked out into the hallway, she was moving back and forth as if she was saying, should I go forward? No, maybe I should go back. Should it wait for me? I don't think so. Well, she didn't even notice that Aoi was in the hallway. Letting out a cry, not really befitting a pretty little girl, Kotori fanned herself with her left hand as if it was to calm her down. Hey, don't scream like that. Well, I'm sorry, I just wanted to know, I just wanted to talk to you, that's all. So you're going to the garage? So why were you going back and forth in the hallways then? Okay, shall we go then? I think she prefers to go by herself. So I pushed her wheelchair on the way. Hey, don't push me! Here, hold this, would you? Oh, come on. So, he, puts his bag on her, and, okay, hold on to this while I push you to the garage. So she's obviously upset. So it looks like Amane is not here. So I think she went to get some supplies, Amane. So for some reason, it felt like Amane was always here. So her being absent is a little bit surprising. The air conditioning's off, so it's quite humid in here. Really, so there's air conditioning in the workshop or like a garage. So what should we do then?
どうするって言われても。
So why are you asking me then? So Kotori subconsciously put her hand on her stomach. So how about we have our lunch in here? Oh, I made one for you as well, Kotori. I wonder if she's gonna eat it or not. Okay, I don't think she's gonna enjoy this. So once again, he took all the leftovers from the morning and just packed it into the lunchbox. Oh, okay, so he's like, at least Kotori didn't come to breakfast, so she doesn't know what I made for the other girls.
それも寮母の仕事なの？
I think so. Well, obviously. No, I'm just meddling. I think he's just trying to show that I'm doing extra work to help you out. So he puts the lunchboxes on the table. I went through all the trouble of making one for Amane as well. Okay, so I wonder what he's gonna do with that extra lunchbox. Okay, so at least there's a refrigerator where you can put it in. So could you turn on the electric fan? So Kotori turns on the electric fan.
エアコンは？
The air conditioner. I can't find the remote control, so I can't really access the control for the air conditioner. It's probably buried somewhere. So we know that Amane is quite a messy person. So when she looks for something, it takes a long time for her to find it. Especially when she was trying to find a model airplane to show Kotori and Aoi how airplanes fly. Okay, so we open up the lunchboxes in the place that gets the full force of the wind from the electric fan.
何これ？カレー？
So Kotori doesn't enjoy Aoi's lunch. Okay, so he served curry, which is kind of inappropriate for breakfast. So you don't like it?
普通カレーをお弁当にするかな？
I don't think so. Well, you can complain after you've eaten it. Wow, that's a pretty cold comment. So, I think he made too much or like a inappropriate meal for breakfast, because I've never heard of people that eat curry for breakfast. Well, I know there are people that do, but that kind of sounds unfitting. So Kotori has a meek look on her face as she moves the cold curry towards her mouth. And also, it's not heated. So, I don't know what it's gonna taste like when it's cold.
冷めてても美味しい。
It tastes good though, even though it's cold. Okay, so they can't find a microwave. That's why. They have to eat cold food. For a little while, the two of us quietly ate our curry. Okay, so the glider is exposed today. So I gazed at the simple, sleek shape of the body and thought it was beautiful. I imagined the aircraft cutting through the air as it flew. When riding a bicycle, your greatest enemy is the wind. So like wind resistance. So Kotori's face seemed to say, "What is this guy talking about all of a sudden?" But I carry on regardless. So the worst thing is when you have a headwind, while it constantly pushes you back, you have to keep pedaling. So that's why so if you notice sometimes when you fly, it takes longer to fly to a destination, even though the distance hasn't changed, but because as the airplane is in the sky, it faces severe headwinds, and that's why it takes longer to punch through that headwind. But headwinds kind of work well when it comes to takeoff, because it helps the airplane generate enough lift to lift off the runway, and the distance required when you have pretty good headwind actually reduces. So it actually works to your advantage when you're taking off, but obviously when you're cruising at full speed, you will want more tailwind, because that's going to help propel your airplane along and help you make up for that distance as the airplane goes to its final destination. So I faced the wind coming through the electric fan, and I turned it to high, and I remember learning or feeling that a little. I remember that feeling a little. And the feeling of that wind gradually drains my stamina. So yeah, when you're cruising, you will want more tailwind, because that helps push you towards where you want to go, whereas headwind pushes against your direction, so like pushes you backwards, so you have to work harder to break through that wind. So that's why when we ride a bicycle, we try to find ways to reduce air resistance. That's true. Not just the shape of the bike or the helmet. During the race, we cooperate with the members of other teams and form a group while riding. I thought that when riding a bicycle, it would be better if the wind didn't blow. But this thing rides the wind to fly.
ジェットエンジンもプロペラもないのにね。
Okay, so gliders don't have engines. So if we hadn't actually seen it flying that day, even with the real thing right now in front of us, we would not have been able to imagine it flying. So gliders, they fly based on or they stay in the sky because of all these air currents, wind. And they have really, really large wings so that they can generate enough lift from just the wind to keep them in the sky. So I know some jets like the Boeing 757 or the 737, their wings are really, really small. But they make up for it because they have a really large engine relative to the airplane. And I know the 737, the engines push the airplane with about 25,000 to 30,000 pounds of thrust per engine. And there's two. Speaking of which, Kotori, how do you know about gliders? She didn't really know much about them. That was the first time she had seen a real one.
別にちょっと本で読んだだけ。
So I think Kotori is interested in the gliders, and she read about them in her own spare time. So even though she doesn't go to class often, she at least studies upon these flying machines. But somehow, it seems like it's hard for her to answer, so decide not to go any further. Speaking of books, there's a bookshelf here with many books. So looking closely, they're all related to gliders or aircraft. So I picked one up and took a look. Oh, it's in English. I can't read it. So we have to remember that this game was released in Japan, so obviously when a Japanese student comes and looks at a book that's not in Japanese, they're gonna go, oh yeah, it's really complicated. Or like, I don't understand this. And obviously, he doesn't have enough English knowledge to read through this book. He's like, well, it's not that I'm bad in English. It's just that, the English that I currently have is not enough to, read through intense academic literature. Like, papers, textbooks. So for Kotori, it's the same.
こっちの本は写真がいっぱい載ってるわ。
Okay, so Kotori found a book that has a lot of context. So like pictures, embedded pictures, clues that help Aoi and Kotori understand what's going on in the chapters. So that was a book that had many photos of gliders, like a catalog. And there are so many different types. So the shape of the wings, the size, and so on. So even with gliders, there are so many different varieties. That's true.
見てこれ。
So what did she see? So what's happening in this picture?
山の上を飛んでる。
It's flying over a mountain. So I wonder if this picture was taken by Amane herself. It looks so natural that I really didn't notice. But the glider was flying high enough that it could look down on the mountain. So it's like the experience of being in a glider, the experience of being airborne. It's like when you're up in the sky, it looks so different compared to what it was when you're on the ground. So I was quite amazed that a glider can fly really high. So Kotori and I, without realizing, both looked at the glider sitting over there. So with its wings removed, we couldn't really grasp the full size of it, but at a glance, it didn't seem all that different to the glider in the photo. Amane has said that it could go above the clouds. So I wonder what it feels like though to fly through the sky. So I'm guessing that this machine can fly maybe about 10,000 feet above sea level. Or maybe a little bit higher, but... So commercial jets, when you take flights, they usually fly between 30 to 40,000 feet. So this glider is probably about like 10,000 feet. And the business jets, they fly a little bit higher, like 40 to 50,000 feet. And if you fly on a special jet, like a supersonic airliner, those can go up to like 60,000 feet. But of course, up in the sky, it's quite windy. And that's because there's no buildings or no mountains obstruct the airflow, so wind can move freely across the sky. And we'll also have to consider that the Earth is rotating, and that I think would generate wind as well. So after we finished our lunch boxes, we stayed for a little longer. So we spent the time looking at books and admiring the glider. So obviously, lunch is short, so as they were enjoying about this marvel, the bell rings and it's time to go back to class. So I think they noticed something. Oh, so there's a photo frame on Mane's desk. I wonder what this is. So the weird thing that was there was a photo frame, but there's no photo inside. An empty photo frame had been placed there. In her case, she's probably managed to lose just the photo inside. So what's up? Okay, so let's go back to class. This place is getting too warm. There's no AC, so... So the moment we stepped out of the Sunlight Garage, the air outside felt cool. Okay, so it's later tonight, and we're back at the Flying Fish dormitory, and there's a little bit of a sound. It might be hard to hear, but what's going on? Woo! I'm worn out. it's easy to say clean the bathroom, but I never thought it would be such a big job. Okay, so it's like as a dorm mother, I have to clean some of the places, and it's easy to say it, but it's really hard to actually do the job. Plus, there's no air conditioning in there, so I'm sweltering. The trouble is, if I don't do this every day during the summertime, then the mold will start growing. Oh, okay, that's true. It's not just about hygiene. It's kind of gross too. There's no way you can take a bath when there's mold growing in there. I feel that maybe the bathroom needs better ventilation, because one of the reasons why mold grows is that it's moist and warm, and that's a healthy environment for mold to grow. So maybe he might want to work on like getting the ventilation issue fixed. That's why bathrooms always have bathroom fans, which helps vent out the moisture when you shower. So my cell phone rang. On the display is showed home. So I think his mother wants to know how it's going. Hello?
もしもし葵、私だけど。
Okay, so his mom called. What's up?
別にどうしてるかと思って。どう？順調？
I don't know how he would answer that question. I can't say it's going smoothly. I didn't think of it when I accepted it, but it turned out to be pretty tough.
そりゃそうよ。楽な仕事なんてないのよ。
That's true. So going to school every day and doing the work of a dorm mother is wearing me out. But at least he doesn't have to pay for living expenses. I realized that this after only a few days. This is a lot of hard work.
でも、今はその方がいいんじゃない？
But now, isn't it better for you now? You're kind of used to it, in a sense. Why?
嫌なこと思い出さずに済むじゃない。
I'm not really sure what she means. Well, if that's what you think, don't talk about it.
それともママが恋しくなった？
Let's see. A mother like you? Let's see what he says. She's the kind of mother who loves teasing her son. Okay. But... Hey, did she even get me to do this dorm mother job in the first place because she was worried about me? I'm so busy that I didn't have time to dwell on things. Speaking in the hallway, the other boarders may have been able to hear me, so I went back to my room. We continue our silly parent-to-child conversation. My mother is a fiercely independent person and a hard-working career woman. Many things have been happening until recently. Well, they're still going on now, and we were living separately. I'm a bit too old to be missing out my mother, though. It's enough for me to just speak to her from time to time.
学校の方はどうなの？
So by the way, how's school then? I guess that's going okay. Oh, and Ageha as well.
あげはちゃん、綺麗になったわね。こないだ久しぶりに会ってびっくりしちゃった。
So I wonder if that sparked some interest in Aoi's mother. Yeah, me too. She looks like a proper girl now.
あら、そんな風に余裕ぶっこいてられるのも今のうちよ。
Oh, come on. You won't be able to think about her like that for much longer.
あげはちゃん、これからもっともっと綺麗になるわよ。愛想もいいし、気遣いもできるし、間違いなくモテるわね。
Okay, that's pretty good praise for Ageha. Jeez, cut it out. What are you talking about?
あらやだ、口が悪いわね。誰に似たのかしら。
Oh, now. You have such a sharp tongue. You remind me of someone. I think she's referring to Kotori. Yeah, you. So would a mother usually tell her son to go chasing after girls? Maybe. Because obviously his mother has done it before when she was around his age. So it's like I want to see my son do it too.
それじゃ頑張ってね。トラブルがあったらすぐ言いなさい。
And it's like, well, then good luck. If you have any more trouble, just call me. Sure.
それからもし仕事が大変だったら寮生に負担してもらってもいいのよ。
I wonder if that's possible, because the boards are still trying to hide from Aoi at this moment, so I don't think he's ready to take that step yet.
超格安物件なんだから、そのくらいしてもらわないと。
I don't think that's a very good way of talking. It's like, oh, it's cheap, so they should be able to help you. But in a sense, it's like they won't have to work that hard to make their ends meet. But then it kind of feels like the price is very small, but you're making me do more work than what's worth. Well, I'll think about it.
それじゃおやすみ、葵ちゃん。
Okay, good night. She called me on purpose because she knows that I don't like it and then ended the call. Well, I think he would have enjoyed it if she didn't tease him too much, especially with the idea, oh, Ageha looks pretty. And, you're at that age where it's time that you get into relationships because obviously it's time for you to take one step ahead in your life. And she kind of feels like, well, maybe in my age, I did something like that, and that's why I got married, and that's why you were born. And he got his name, Aoi, from his father. And it kind of sounds too girly in a sense. So I put down my phone and took a look at the boarding students roster. So now he's taking some ideas from his mom. He's like, maybe you should start assigning some of your duties to these other girls here. So as for the boarders' jobs, clean their own room is given. Then there's clean the hallways, entrance, and the dining hall. On the other hand, my job is to prepare breakfast and dinner, clean up afterwards, and clean the bathroom and the garden and other miscellaneous chores. Well, it's actually tough though. Maybe I should ask for some help. So who else is going to help Aoi? Even if I can just get them to clean the bathroom, that'll be a real lifesaver. I think that's probably the hardest one on the list. So you notice something? Yuka? Okay, so I'll go ahead and stop here. So we're gonna see how well Aoi is at trying to assign some duties for these other girls. Because obviously, these girls are not really comfortable being around with Aoi, and the fact that it's a male dorm mother instead of a female one. And in a sense, his trust with these girls is quite low. And they're still hiding from him when it comes to some places. And we can see that even though he's cooking for these girls, the girls don't seem to enjoy his meals. They leave the table unfinished, and only Kanako eats everything. So hopefully we can see in the future episodes that he might be able to reconcile and start getting these girls to trust him a little bit more. And hopefully we might be able to establish a better relationship with Kotori, because she's obviously arguing with him and kind of disagreeing with him. And she's still looking for that withdrawal letter that I always hiding from her. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.